Hello everyone, I'm back in the kitchen today with yet another super easy but delicious children's baking idea. Today I'm going to be making my chocolate dipped crumbly shortbread biscuits. Now these are so delicious and I really think you'll like them. Not only are they super easy to make because they have hardly any ingredients in them at all, but also you get to put your creative spin on them at the end and decorate them however you like. So before we throw ourselves in, I guess first we need to plan everything. So I've got all my ingredients laid out here. I like to get them ready before just so it's a little bit easier when you're actually cooking. I've also got my baking tray here, which I've lined with parchment paper. And finally, and most importantly, I have got my oven on at 180 degrees fan. And as I said earlier, these biscuits are so easy. You hardly need any ingredients at all. So here are the ingredients that you'll need for today's bake. So the first thing that you need to do is get your icing sugar and your butter. And then you're gonna simply combine these together with an electric whisk. Keep mixing the butter and the icing sugar until the mixture looks light and fluffy. And then after you've got that light and fluffy texture, all you need to do is add the teaspoon of vanilla extract. Here we go. And then simply flour. Now once you whisk this up, the mixture will look slightly like a crumble topping. Here we go. Once you've got this crumble type texture, you're going to add the milk until the mixture softens and kind of binds together a bit more. So I've got my tablespoon of milk here and I'm going to give it a whisk and I'm going to judge then by eye if I need to add any more milk, and don't be afraid to do this. I am actually going to add a tiny splash of milk just to soften it up that little bit more. Here we go. And whisk away again. So once you've combined all the ingredients together and your mixture looks like this, nice and soft texture, you can get down to the fun part and begin placing them on your baking tray. And the good thing about these shortbread biscuits is that you get to dive in and use your hands and get nice and mucky. So what I will do is get a little ball like this from your mixture and simply roll it up so it's nice and smooth, and pop it onto your baking tray. So here we are, my lovely little shortbread biscuits. I've made sure that I've kept enough space between them just in case they grow in the oven, because we don't want them turning into one big shortbread biscuit, even though that would be quite tasty. So I'm going to pop them in at 180 degrees for 15 minutes or until they turn golden brown. Once your cookies are golden brown and smelling absolutely divine, you will know that they're ready. So you can pop them down on the side and get a cooling rack like so, and simply delicately place them one by one onto the rack to cool. Once your biscuits are cooled on the drying rack, it's time to move on to the decoration. So I've got 3 pots here. I've got a pot of oozy milk and dark melted chocolate, which I just melted very quickly in the microwave. And I also did the same to this delicious looking white chocolate. It's very hard not to eat it all with a spoon. And finally, I have some pistachios because I thought this could make a nice addition on the top of my biscuits. What I'm going to do with the decorations is cover half of the biscuit with either one of the chocolates and then add the pistachios on top. So as you can see here, I've got my cooling rack with the biscuits on, but I've also slid a baking tray like so underneath so that when I drizzle the chocolate, it doesn't go everywhere. I'm gonna get my chocolate. I'm gonna start with the dark and milk chocolate first. And I'm simply gonna just drizzle it over half of the biscuit. There we go. Nice and thick. Okay, and just keep on going, keep on drizzling, and it will all drip down onto the bottom of the tray as well. There we go. Now you can either do it in like nice little lines, or you can completely cover the half of the biscuit. And I think I'm going to completely cover it because who doesn't love a lot of chocolate? Have drizzled my chocolate on and they are looking so delicious. I honestly can't wait to eat them. All that's left now is for me to put my crushed pistachios on the top. I think I'm going to put them on half and then keep the other half free of pistachios, just in case some people don't like them. I do think they look extra pretty with this added bit of pistachio on top. And here we go, the finished product, my crumbly, chocolatey, tasty shortbread biscuits. Let me hold them up so you can see. I am so excited to eat these. So there you have it, another baking session with Han on camera. I really hope you've enjoyed it and I can't wait to see your shortbread biscuits too.